to protect yourself.
But I think the ring is correct.
So like titanium shoes.
Welcome everyone. Good to see you today. If you're watching this on the World Wide Web, happy to have you. I want to move on to 4-to-1 counterpoint today, just to kind of get that started. We're still going to work on 2-to-1, 3-to-1, and now we're going to move into 4-to-1. What you need to know about 4-to-1 is nothing. It's exactly the same as 2-to-1 and 3-to-1. Housing tone, neighbor tone, chord tone. It's okay to arpeggiate chords. Just know what they are. Know the correct chord. But you can't do that very much. It becomes a thing then. Like take for a very famous example. I'm embarrassed to do it. We'll do a couple famous examples. Guess who they're by?
Bach.
Wow. You're right. Okay, Well-Tempered Clavier number 1. We all know this one. So we all know that, yes? Now that's not exactly what Bach wrote. What he wrote was this with rolled chords. Or maybe, I think it was half notes. Okay, another one, B flat. So what is that contrapuntal about that? Well, left hand goes, right hand goes doodle-eagle. All right, so now there's some counterpoint in a chordal way. Goofing around as usual. All right, what was the point? You can arpeggiate things in contrapuntal exercises, but you just can't do it forever. Now, what do I want out of this 4-part business is, at some point, instead of being 4-to-1 over a cantus firmus, have a composite 4-to-1 counterpoint, so that you're playing off the 2 lines, and then start to sort of write a little bit of music in an 18th century style. So let's take one with a cantus firmus and then move on from there. Now what is nice is trying to get it. Yeah, we can do one that kind of has a little bit of something for everybody. Everybody got some staff paper, Alec? Oh, get there. You have a book.
I got the book, yeah.
I love that book. I've known it since I was your age.
Is it the same book that you're using right now?
No.
Yes, it is.
What?
That's the book that this is the workbook of.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay, if you do have the workbook, I'm on page 25, the first example. So what we're going to do is write 4 eighth notes that are beamed together to each half note. Now, let's just take a thought of what this could be in a 4-part sense. Could I do this in 4 voices? Let's do it in 4 voices. Fine. What if I did this? Would that look like something that Dr. Durant would have done back in, say, 113 or early 212? That's not the year, that's the course number. Does that give you any insight to how my evil mind thinks? Okay? Yes?
Is that a
Back?
D? Is that a D or an E on the
What?
third beat, or the second beat of the second measure?
D.
Second beat. Is it a D or an E?
It's a D.
Okay.
D, F sharp, A, C. 5, 7 of 2. Okay? So, now when you're doing this in 2 voices, one thing, we want to probably start on this F or a rest. Now, where might, this is how I'm thinking. I'm going to want to go from here to there, through there, to there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. That seemed to conveniently get me to C, didn't it? Now, with this C, I want this note how am I gonna do that?
We use double neighbors since we're
No, but that's a good idea. This is probably the easiest thing to do, don't you think? We're just trying to get to the A. I'm not saying most interesting or best. What do I want first? Touchdown. No, TD. What's that spell? Touchdown. Now, or I want an A. Can you keep all this straight? I'm I'm just putting the eighth notes after the chords. Now, what I want to do here is probably use the C to drive to the B flat there. Does that make good sense? So I'm on an A here, and I don't want to double the F sharp, so I'll probably just kind of chord toning that, if that makes any sense to you. And then just some kind of generic ending to F. Okey smokies? Now, is there, I don't like the way those half notes constrict my counterpoint. So that's not how I write counterpoint. I write counterpoint as counterpoint. But if you need kind of an in-between, what you need to, you can't have progressions that go like this. So if you're thinking like that, you don't know basic voice leading patterns unless you're doing. Term for the week of Halloween.
Uh-oh.
Although I don't believe that will worship. Leading tone shall be henceforth known as a bleeding tone.
Ooh, bleeding tone.
Let's just see how this might sound. Now I'm in B flat. I don't want to be in B flat. Okay, let's see how it goes. Big finish. Okay, did you see how easy that was? Let's do it again. Oh, playing all the ones. Okay. Any questions there? I thought we had an arrow beside it.
I don't know. You might be going straight for me.
It was an arrow there. Okay. She's with the wind ensemble after all. Okay, now let's take a look at what young Dave counterpunted this as, okay? He started on a third. Yay! Okay, that was a little bit different. Here's an alternate version, you'll like this one. Okay, you know, I could probably write other versions too. Here's the thing. There's more than one correct way to do this, but there are way more than one incorrect ways. I would say most of the ways are incorrect. Okay? So, as you're working through your counterpoint, you need to do the correct way as opposed to the incorrect way. Would you like another opportunity to do one of those? I'm kind of feeling like we need to do something in the minor mode.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can find one. Ooh, I can't wait till we do this one. That'll be towards the end of the semester. Uh-oh. Don't have a lot of good minor ones. Okie smoky. Let's do one in G minor. Okay, we're going to write 4 eighth notes again against 1 half notes. Now this is going to look a little bit like what we just did. Now these notes here, you don't have to do 4/16 notes, just keep with the 2 eighth notes per the quarter notes, okay? We're doing 4-1 here. Now, okay, that's confusing as all get out. Okay, if I were 4-voicing this, or 4-part keyboard style, I probably would have started any higher octave. I apologize for that. Let's just pretend like I did. that's easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's just write this thing. I'm going to take this off because it bothered me. I am going to start on a G this time. I'm not going to have any of that third business going on. But again, I see this the same opportunity as the last thing we did, is to ascend to a D. Okay, if I got to here, I probably want to be here, there. So I might just come back from whence I came. That would be the most basic thing I could do. Now I'm going to neighbor and go down, and now this gets me there. Now I could use an F sharp if I came back to the G, but the thing is I want to get to an E flat. All right, this is what I want to be right here, is that note. So what I'm going to do is, how can I span this third? Well, with a passing tone, right? Now that passing tone's got to be an F natural though. So how can I make that a passing tone? Well, I can neighbor and then pass. Okay? Isn't that clever? Now you're going to love this. Outline the triad. Outline the triad. Notice the prominent F sharp. Now this means this is deception, right? Now I could have done something else here, but I chose to do that. This could still all be 4. It's just how you think about that D natural. What I did here is a couple of things. I'm kind of like this, ascend, because I want to be cadential 6/4 there. So cadential 6/4 does not mean writing a G, it means writing a B flat. A G is going to be naughty. Probably I would do this, and then have that 7th in there, but then resolve it down in a imperfect authentic cadence there. Okay, I think you're gonna like that. Okay, what's good about this? I wrote it, What's bad about it? It's very static, isn't it? It doesn't go anywhere much. All right, how could we de-static it?
Make the range wider.
Excellent idea. Stop it! Okay, one thing we could do is leap. Leaping. Now I could leap up to the G there, or I could leap up to the G there. Let's hear how those sound. Okay. Are you getting excited? Are you getting excited? Here is the leap. No, that's wrong. This is wrong. That, something like that. I'm not going to say that's it. That was terrible. So, there are ways to make this much more exciting. Ooh, this is the one that I would love. Are you ready? Ooh. Now, how do I get there? Well, add the triplet there, but now the F natural, and that gets me to my E flat, right? We could do a similar thing here. Ooh, let's try an A. You wanna? I know that's just crazy, but it might be fun. It might be fun. What would that A make it? That would make it a 2-7 chord, wouldn't it? I think we're gonna allow that. Let's see. Wait.
I thought we weren't allowed to spin a 7.
You
Oh,
can if you're me and you do it correctly. As far as being you and doing it wrong, no, you cannot. I get more of this out of you instead of, or this is a better situation. I don't know whether I would allow it or not. We're just gonna try it, okay? could that be? That takes you a little by surprise there. That's, what if you went on down to G? That would not be a seventh, right, Gabby? If you went to a G there? And you could still do the same thing. So I'm really just kind of substituting the A for the G. So if you were to outline a chord of the seventh, it would have to turn back inward. So that's how you could do that. And I think in your 4 to 1, you're going to have more opportunities to do that. Okay? Yes?
So, whenever we're going down, do we always need to lower the seventh if the melodic line is going down?
Generally, there are some exceptions, but probably not. I could have done this too. Well, no. No, sorry. Now here comes the F natural, right? Right. Well, what a... If it went back to G, it would be an F sharp. But if it goes down to E flat, it's got to be an F natural. Could it go through F sharp to E natural? Yes, but only if you're named Bach. Okay, sometimes Bach will intermix the natural minor and the melodic minor upwards and downwards. And do we have an example of this? Yes, we do. Let's do that slowly, all right? How about it? This is from the second page of the B flat major prelude from the Well-Tempered Clavier number 1. That's the wrong note, sorry. So the chord is C minor, melodic, harmonic, natural. B natural, A natural, B flat, B natural, somehow I got to the second page and I couldn't remember how to do it. Yes?
Were you just doing this just for an example, but the F natural you have marked in a certain measure? Would that need to be marked in that general situation, or were you just?
It's a courtesy because we're in G minor. I did it a courtesy for you guys. Okay, if you didn't mark it, it would be correct. If you wrote an F sharp and then an E flat, it would be incorrect, because that's all you would say. Yes?
Would it be wrong to treat that E flat as a 6 chord and put B flat and G for the last 2 8 notes? As opposed to
Well,
two
I see where you're going there. So G, E flat, B flat, G.
Yes.
Okay. I see where you're going there, and I kind of alluded to that by doing this there. But in the general scheme of things, I believe this is a 4 to 4/6. And also, if you might recall, anything that's not, anything that's 5 to something else that's not 1, I'll get it, is deception. 5 to 6 is your most common deception. Most common is 5 to 4, 6. Now, what's the beauty of that? You still double the time. Now, why am I, okay, this is why I use the A instead of the G, and this is why I use the C and the A instead of the B flat, and the G is the fact that it came back to the B flat. But let's just hear it and judge for our own selves. What we're going to do is make that E flat a 6 chord through this arpeggiation. So we'll go back. It's quite all right. And I wouldn't even say it's not as good. It's not as progressive, but it's more pretty. You're pretty. Okay. Did anyone understand any of that? Okay. That's a positive. Let's do another one, just like the other one. I think A flat is going to be a heck of a good key for us. And once we are done with A flat, we're going to call it a day. Okay? Anybody playing in a thing we like to do, recital class?
Elvin Nelson.
Singing? All right.
Who's singing? You are Chase? Yeah. Sweet.
Is it a short one? All right, double all right.
Huh?
Turbin's playing a 9-note piano piece.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I could kill you, Turbin.
I hope he gets after that.
Okay,
He goes,
now
yeah, he goes right after
you're gonna really enjoy
He
this
sings first,
because
then you sing, and then he plays piano.
one, it's in 3/4, and I know how much you enjoy that. The other thing is the firm cantus is in the treble. Now, what you want to think about here, kids and caboodles, is what is your Sybil Jean? That was my mama's name. Rest her mortal soul. Okay. Think of this in the most simplest thing you can. A 1, 2, 5, 1. That's your harmonic rhythm. Don't screw that up. Let's see what I started on. I started on an A flat. Let's play that rockin' melody so we can start feeling the groove. Oh, geez, did not groove on that, did we? No. No. Nice. Little diminuendo too. Okay, if anybody gets the same second note as me, I'll give them a dollar. Okay, this is my first note. So what is the next 16th note? Anybody gets the same as me, dollar. And if you invested that dollar in your savings account, at the end of the year, you would have $1.10 of a penny.
Oh, no, I'd be short.
Savings account, are just killing it on those interest rates. Invested in the S&P 500, could probably have a dime by the end of the year. In the tech sector, you might have another dollar by the end of the year.
You still couldn't go to the vending machine.
I know. We got to get some, we're gonna have to buy on the margin to be able to afford a drink out of the machine.
Did you end on this note?
That's not gonna get you $1.
I don't want $1. It's not gonna do me that much good right now. I just wanted to learn that.
Well, no, I didn't, because that would be a direct fit. That's right. Direct fits should and will be cursed. Dagnabbits. Naughty mouthed Anna Catherine. Pick on people in sophomore theory, they C-R-Y. Cry. Are you done
No, I'm thinking what I wanna do next.
to get that $1?
Yeah.
All right. That's that in BB&B stock. That's right. She is going to own that place before you know it. All right, everybody ready for the $1? No lying, okay?
Ah,
No, that's what I did.
Huh? Who did it? Now, why did I do that? Because I want to be on this note here. So all I did was arpeggiate and then rock me a little passing tone to there. And yes, these are 16th notes. Now I'm doing a little baby arpeggiation again because I want to get to this note. And I did the same thing here to get to that note. So it's not exactly the same, but it's similar enough. What's the nice thing about 4-to-1? It's the potential for arpeggiation. Got myself to an A. Now where do I want to be next? I want to be on a D flat. And look how conveniently again, throwing in my little baby arpeggiation there, the C, and there I get to my D flat. Isn't that lovely? Now, even though it's a major sixth, I'm still gonna.
You okay?
Now more arpeggiations for those who like that sort of thing. Now I'm going to neighbor this time instead of stick fully with the arpeggiation. Neighbor that to get to this. very simple stuff. Now, a couple things I could do here. What I'm thinking is, I'm gonna just do that. I could make that a D flat. There's no reason why that shouldn't be a D flat, but the D natural's just kinda, I'm just kinda loving that somehow. So I get to there, and then watch how much fun this situation is. Now I have a D flat. This is gonna sound kinda goofy, but